morning, I decided to take you gluten-free shopping with me. I'm going to go through the store and show you what I know is gluten-free. If you look into the fruits and vegetables, everything here is gluten-free. Seriously, all fruits and vegetables are just naturally gluten-free. So get you some bananas, get you some apples. Pretty easy. Okay, now the first aisle is like ice cream. Oh, look, how cool is that? Lactose free. First thing. You've got to read your labels. I found a brand, let me find it, that says right on it, gluten free. Yeah, here we go. This Rugel's brand. If you read the back, it says gluten free. See if that'll focus. It's not going to focus. Okay, but this Rugel's brand. And there's quite a few things. I mean, like good ice cream, not just like vanilla or chocolate, but like Moose Tracks. You know, the good fattening kind are gluten-free. And then I eat Breyers safely, but it doesn't say gluten-free on it. And then the rest of this stuff is pretty much out of the picture, like this side of the aisle. You don't want to eat that. Although some of the fries are, but I'd rather just cook that from potatoes. We have another frozen aisle, which, right here, this line, this Chinese food, that's gluten-free. That's it. And of course, you know, your frozen vegetables, those are all mostly going to be gluten-free unless they have a sauce in it. You know, just read your labels. They're not always going to say gluten-free, but sometimes things are just naturally gluten-free. Okay, this is just like processed foods. I'm not even going to go into that because usually processed stuff isn't gluten-free. This is the candy aisle, and this is where it gets tricky. You really have to read the labels. Like, a lot of things have hidden gluten in them, but in my experience and the research I've done is I eat peanut M&Ms. But you know, all this stuff has food coloring in it, which they say technically you're not really supposed to eat if you're trying to eat gluten-free. So, you know, I'd skip the candy aisle, especially if you're first starting out and going gluten-free. It's probably not the best idea. Okay, here's the next aisle, and this is just like processed foods. I'm in Walmart. I don't know if I've said this. There's taco kits, okay. You don't really want to buy a kit because the seasoning isn't going to be gluten-free. However, I think the shells are just corn, but they have this TBHQ in it, which I think they say you're not supposed to eat. And I've been getting a distended belly lately. Like, my belly is sticking out. I mean, I know I'm overweight, but when I'm not very careful, and I eat a little bit like that TBHQ, then I start having side effects and start feeling sick. Okay, but that's not what this video is about. This is about what can you buy in this store that's gluten-free. And I'm not seeing anything else. No. Here's a Chex box, but it's got a mix of cereal in it, so you don't want to get that. Okay, then we come down the coffee aisle. Don't get flavored coffee. Flavors are not a good thing to do when you're gluten-free. But any of the straight up coffees, you should be good. I mean, I'm not an expert, so don't take this as an expert. I am a nurse, so I have a little bit of sense in my head, but 20 years of nursing may have knocked a little bit of that out. I'm not sure. Okay, salad dressings. Salad dressings are really tough. I mean, salad is a great thing to get because it's usually gluten-free when you're traveling. And Ken's line, like when we were at Disney World, they said that Ken's line was gluten-free. But you know, Walmart doesn't carry much Ken's. There's someone behind me. I'm going to keep moving. So look for Ken's stuff. All these sauces, Sweet Baby Ray's, there's a gluten-free in here. Let's just grab one and turn it around. And yeah, you'll see down here. Gluten-free. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Okay. Pickles I stay away from because vinegar's the devil when it comes to gluten. I think it is anyways. I mean, if you look at a vinegar bottle, it's got a picture of a wheat branch on it or whatever. Peanut butter, I don't know if, you know, you can get the organic kind and it'll say gluten-free. That's what I would stick with. If I eat regular Jiffy, it makes me sick. And then jelly, I would go with an organic brand that says gluten-free as well. Although, I do kind of cheat because it's not like too noticeable that it has gluten in it. Okay, here is an aisle like just canned stuff, tomatoes and that kind of thing. And when I was making chili this winter, chili beans, I really struggled to find something gluten-free, and it didn't say gluten-free on it. And actually, I'm not even sure I'm in the chili bean aisle. Yeah, I am. Well, here's baked beans, which these don't say gluten-free on them. I mean, they don't say that they have wheat in them, but anytime you see modified, what am I trying to say? Modified starch, you're supposed to like. Okay, I found the beans that I used this winter. This Bush's Best chili beans. There's mild sauce and medium sauce. I used medium sauce. And the ingredients on the side, it says contains less than 2% of modified cornstarch, which less than 2%, if you use a lot of stuff that has less than 2%, you're going to get a lot of percent of gluten. You know, so it's up to you, but that's what I used. I decided to use that. I would, if anyone knows of any of these products that say gluten-free on them, please let me know. Like, I'm making this video as a good resource. Okay, soy sauce is the devil. However, supposedly there's supposed to be a gluten-free soy sauce out there, which this Kikamon, I can't say it, says wheat right off the bat. However, I think, yep, that's got wheat in it. This version does too. There was one. Which one was it that was gluten-free? Le Choy. That's what it is. Yes. Although it has caramel color in it. That doesn't say wheat. So, I mean, I don't know. You can do your research. But to me, I've had that before and it didn't make me sick. Okay, then you got canned vegetables, which those are all pretty much okay. When you come to the rice, you know, you gotta go with just plain old white rice. All these rice mixes, they've all got gluten in them. I mean, it really stinks because I really enjoy, I mean, I know maybe it's not the best word, it's not organic, but it's kind of fun sometimes to make chicken rice. But it's got gluten in it. I'm telling you, it all does. If anyone knows different, let me know. Okay, that's it for this aisle. Then salsa, we buy a local organic salsa, so I don't really know, but it probably is gluten-free. Nope, salsa. Let's put some wheat in it. That's awesome. Not really. Yeah, so be careful with your salsa. Okay, here's this aisle. The soup. The soup. It's terrible when you're sick in the winter and you have gluten. You just have to look. There's some that say gluten-free, which right off the bat I'm not seeing any because it's tough to find soup. I just skip the soup. The ones that I find that are gluten-free, I don't even like them. I mean, there's some brands with, I think Amy's, they don't have them in Walmart, that are gluten-free, that have this gluten-free chicken noodle in it, and it tastes horrible. It made me feel worse when I was sick. Okay, spaghetti sauces. I eat ragu. Does not say wheat in it. Okay, I'm now in the cereal aisle, which I don't know a lot about because I don't like cereal. However, I do make the Chex is gluten-free, and there is corn Chex that says gluten-free, cinnamon, and then there's chocolate. And then what I make for when we travel sometimes, on the back of here, it's not on this one. Maybe it is. No. It's called Puppy Chow. It's on the back of one of these boxes. The recipe is. Anyways. So, I don't really know that much about it. When it comes to syrup over here, I do this log cabin. It doesn't say gluten-free. You know, you really want to go with like a pure maple syrup to be on the safe side. And obviously none of these pancake mixes, except in here. Oh, do they have it? There's a gluten-free Bisquick mix, but that I don't think that's in this pancake aisle. It's over in the other aisle, the like making cakes aisle. And it's controversial if you want to eat oatmeal or not. Okay, here's your baking aisle. Sugar is all good. I use confectionery sugar to make icing, and it seems to be okay. No to those pie crust mix and all of this stuff, except for the pumpkin. The pumpkin's gluten-free. Like, so pumpkin pies, you're good. But you've just got to come up with a gluten-free crust. And then over here, flours, no. Cornmeal. I think people buy cornmeal. Yeah, it doesn't have gluten in it. To bread stuff. All these cornbread recipes, the devil. Okay, here's Bisquick gluten-free mix. You can make all kinds. Okay, in the cake aisle, you've got Betty Crocker line gluten-free cakes. And then their icing says gluten-free right on them. Woohoo! And they're good. They taste good. I mean, you know, for gluten-free. Then this is the gluten-free section. That's what I call it anyways. It's for allergies. And this has all kinds of stuff in it. But I would stick with this Char brand. The rest of it is pretty yucky. Like for pasta-wise. There's all kinds of mixes. A lot of people don't realize this is here. And here's a big bag of gluten-free pretzels.